Alright guys, so this is going to be part 3 here. We're reviewing the Nina Gomez videos from her speaking out against Cursed Proudfoot. This part 3 is will be about 10 minutes long. So she's about to get into what happened after they gave faith to Katie in December. Here you go.
And the first thing I thought of was, they're going to take faith. I got out of that truck so fast and I ran into the airport. And I was yelling through the airport that she was going to kidnap Faith. Katie and Faith were standing at the Southwest counter. And I told them, I said, she's going to kidnap my baby. I grabbed Faith on the left side of her hand and I ran with her through the airport. And all I could think about is, I got to get back to the truck. And here comes Wayne, Noah, and Isabel running through the airport just to come and see what was happening. And oh my God, my mom, like
Nina needs to make a movie. This needs to be a Lifetime story. For real. Somebody please reach out to Nina and let her know to contact Lifetime. This needs to be a movie, man. And she tells it so well. This is crazy.
First thing she thought of was like, and Wayne thought was like, oh my God, Nina's gonna just lay her out. I ran by and Katie was coming right up behind me, and the guy, Michael Tinker, he stood there trying to flag me down and still trying to serve me with paperwork. In that moment, I'm just thinking about, they're going to take my baby and I'm never going to see her again. So I got to the truck. I called APD. During the holiday season, APD's at the airport. So they came within like 5 minutes. Officer Cordova had showed up and was talking about asking questions like what was happening and asked if I had a parenting plan on hand. And I'm like, wait, when I was just supposed to carry my parenting plan? And he said, was it his time sharing or yours? And I said, it's his. But I said, why am I being served? And still at this point, Michael Tinker was still trying to give me my paperwork and I wouldn't take it. So he got very upset, lifted up the windshield wipers and threw the paperwork right under there. At this point, my kids are crying. I'm crying hysterically. And there's Katie smiling away and recording everything. Then the officer's like, Ms. Gomez, you have a court date coming up. And if you don't want the judge to be upset with you, you need to let her go. So I get back out of the truck. And we all do. And I get down to Faith's level. And I tell her how much I love her. And that mommy's gonna always keep fighting for you. And don't ever for 1 second think that mommy does not love you.
Let me just say this. The fact that Katie Proudfoot could sit there and laugh and record this woman, another mother, trying to save her daughter. The fact that Katie Proudfoot can sit there and do that shows just what type of heartless, emotional monster she truly is. It shows that she doesn't have a motherly bone in her body.
I hug her so tight. Because I don't know if that's the last time I was going to see my baby. I handed her off to Katie. And she left. I could barely breathe when I got back in the truck. Trying to think about, what do I do now? What do I do if she doesn't come home? How am I going to get her home? Faith stopped. And she looked at the truck driving away, and Wayne looked back, and she probably thought, is that the last time I'm going to see my family? The whole day, my whole world was turned upside down. I thought about everything that played in my head, like a movie. That day was hard. I came home and I curled up in a ball. I didn't want nobody to bother me, because I'm thinking about, how am I going to have enough money to get a lawyer or anything like that? So what they did was they hired that server to come and serve me with a court hearing that I already knew about. The one that was going to take place January 2nd. So Christopher's lawyer, Christopher, Katie, they all knew what they were doing. They premeditated this again. They wanted me to go crazy. They wanted me to say hurtful things so they can go back to the courthouse and to the judge and say that I was unstable, that I'm mentally, something's wrong. And
This is crazy.
that's what they did.
Alright guys, this is going to cut off.